And we're back. And we are going to go to get the equipment. We're going to prove that the... Wait, hold on. Let me just do one thing. Ooh, okay. So the mirrors actually do work now. In the last up mission or case they didn't work, but I think they got the idea of using mirrors, and it does work if I am in third person. Alright. I just like to look at little things like that. So we are going to go to the pawn shop, get what we need, prove that it's possible or impossible, though I am not a mountain climber. Sherlock definitely is, well, not definitely is not, but is probably not. Butler's pawn shop. Give me these.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Just that pickaxe is enormous.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
And you would you would need experience with climbing. So I'll just write down one question, which is, well, a couple of them. The motive, and then, well, I guess that actually summarizes almost everything I was thinking, at least. Maybe everything. Like, well, the motive and the sort of execution, all that stuff is still completely out of our grasp. He dropped. That's a possibility. So the thief dropped the was it the necklace or bracelet? That's what it was. The word, I mean. So the thief dropped it. Again, it's like people are dropping and losing stuff too much to my liking.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
Again's a little pest.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
All right. Find a spot. So I'll have to do it this way, which is pretty good. I would imagine it's this one because of the mirror.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
Does it? I don't... whatever. So let's say this one is too close.
The streetlights fall directly on this wall. Not an ideal spot to escape the crime scene. It is also directly in front of Polly Powell.
Indeed.
This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
So if they go on the roof, they have to come down too. I'm not pressing D. Shit.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
Come on, Watson. If there's fireworks, sure. You could hide.
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that. Holmes? Holmes? Where are you? I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Right, so he had like a rope placed there already. Everything was planned out. And then... bam. Still things remain, though. And I'm going to have to stand up to look at this, because I cannot see shit. So we're looking for any markings of a person being around here. And, well, possibly even still being around here, which is probably not the case. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's ways down. If he got up, he can climb the other side of the building down or something like that, or he can...
These shards of glass are from the window above.
Because there's so many different paths that he can take after he gets out of there. So we need evidence.
It's empty.
Nothing in the pocket of the jacket.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
I was thinking that he put it there just in case to avoid the shards on the bottom. There's something there, but it might be just a glass shard. There's some fibers on the back or cuts.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Black
We can conclude
rope.
that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
So now I'm no longer convinced that the frame would have been like a murder-suicide. The frame could have been a crossfire event, and then, or it could have been a crossfire event that was instigated by someone else by firing a shot and then making both of them sort of pull their guns because they're pretty tense making a deal. And there's a lot of different things to look at. But now we know. I will go and analyze the threads before anything else. Because that will give us a little bit of additional information, and then we can look at the clues that come from that, as well as the other clues that we have. Now, it's possible that the rope was there by accident, but it's very unlikely, I think.
Let us take a closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Where? I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Well, maybe not larger, but something that needs more thicker hair. A bear is one. And I can start... are you looking at the artwork of God himself?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
You do the same thing with you. So, big animal. He said it in a way where we should actually sort of know where we're going where we're going at with this. I don't know. I can't do any research. So a bull. Investigate the ancient bracelet. So oops, I thought I already did. And how it could have appeared at Half Moon Street. So because the escape still baffles me a little bit, but and the animal hair, I feel like I might have missed something, or I'm missing something that has been mentioned previously, maybe. What animal is that? Take a hair of that.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
What is it with you? Alright. We're gonna leave, but I don't know where. We're gonna go to the pawn shop, because the only thing I can think of is looking for some type of an animal fur there, or something that connects that hair to somebody or something. So Again, I can't see shit. Like these clocks. Huh. I completely missed this. And I blame it completely on not being able to see anything, really.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations. The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them? Good news for you, I've found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street Sunday evening before the fireworks. So now even the setting is by Brian Vercotti, the other dead guy. So the fireworks, everything, I guess, unless the Mr. Moneybag said that I want to meet at during the fireworks. That's, you know, truly a possibility. But yes, we have more information, and maybe I missed it before, or maybe it wasn't available because I hadn't investigated the necklace or the bracelet yet, but I think I just missed it. And that sucks, but it is what it is, as they say. These two definitely are united. Lighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in the shooting of Half Moon Street was proven to be true. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. So, I mean, I would imagine it's true, yes. Butler's jewels sounds strange. Wall climber, exotic animal hair. That okay, sure. The man who vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon Street could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. Hair from a large exotic animal was found on his discarded jacket. Figment of his own imagination. I mean, it's giving me a lot. I didn't even have time to start thinking about where the animal could really be from, like accurately, but clearly from a place where there's animals. But that circus acrobat is basically just pulled out of Sherlock's asshole, I think. Sorry, coarse language. Brian Vercotti is an old acquaintance of Leighton Chapman. They were both in prison for robbery while still young men. Their paths diverged after their release. What? Long lost art. Yes, Kenneth Butler took a bracelet. He was arranging a deal. Wait a minute. So Kenneth Butler, yeah, took a bracelet and possibly a ring from the ancient jewel set. He was arranging a deal with Brian Vercotti. I don't see that, but I feel like I'm sort of lost on this one right now. And there's 5 pieces of evidence, though it can be repeated. Or one clue can be used twice, so that doesn't really mean anything. So let's go over to our house again and look at newspapers about the circus being in town or whatever. Something like that. Nope. I also don't think that the woman would have sent me a letter about destroying me because I can use that as evidence, although, who knows. As a side note, we'll look at these again just to see. Lootless and this one sort of, because he didn't have any of the stuff, but clearly they're the ring, or if we find the ring on somebody or somewhere, then we know where it came from, basically. Brian Bercotti and Kenneth Butler were found shot. This has nothing to do with that. Let's keep moving. I would like to ask... No, he doesn't know anything. He just happened there. He was there by happenstance or by accident. I can't really think of anything that we could do down on the street or inside the building. There was nothing on the jacket, so we're gonna have to, I guess, brute force these neurons, because I feel like my mind is sort of, or my motivation has gone to shit, because all these clues seem sort of unrelated, but then they are related. So just brute forcing everything. There we go. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. So we're sort of beyond that. But that's something that I was trying to do before. I mentioned it out loud as well. So the person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statement is a figment of his own imagination. This isn't the one. This is the one. What the hell? The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder. But the ring is still missing. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. I mean, it could have, but even the crime, it could have just been like a trade gone bad still. So we're sort of looking into it. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. That is what I feel is the most accurate thing, at least for now, but you know, I would assume from the last mission that the game can completely trick us as well into thinking something. Solve the crime. Request Wiggins to insisting in locating the right circus. So circus, I feel, was a bit of a stretch maybe, but...
Look here, lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
Keep walking over that body. Wiggins?
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
What a random thing. Not knowing the path that led to the wild animal thing. It's quite the jump.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
An elephant.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Alright, before we start, I'm going to leave this episode here.
Hey, you. Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
I'm going to leave this here because we're going to... I guess another coincidence, they're looking for something I can do. Although Sherlock can do a lot of things. But I will be back in the next one where we investigate the circus. Find whoever did this and how they knew. The why is answered, but then everything else is not. See you in the next one.